Tyler Reddick in that outside line. Chase Briscoe on the inside as we get ready to race at the Roval. Race number 2 of the playoffs underway. There's that side-by-side through turn 1. And 3 wide, trying to get through a very narrow area. Briscoe with the advantage. Reddick right on his bumper. Here comes Reddick now as they go down that backstretch in the infield. And right away, Austin Cindric in the 22, challenging for that second spot. They come in, Briscoe.
Wilson will hop in the 2 car. He's going to miss the chicane.
Right away, Reddick misses the chicane. He can stop there.
No, he cannot stop there. That's incorrect. He has to stop.
Oh, there's a wreck behind him.
And they're piling up behind him.
Yeah, another huge wreck. So, as I understand the rule, you have to stop over on the front stretch.
On this side of the barrier. If they would have, the guys that went through the other side, you can stop back there. And so now the issue here, do they keep going? They do. We've got, there's Tyler Reddick stopping in that area you mentioned.
Yeah, you have to stop, give your time up. Another car missed the chicane as well. So you have to stop on the restart. Why that matters is, look, he's going to join all the way back outside the top 20. All that track position. Well, Jeff, you mentioned it. The first time he was chicane, and it was exciting. It started with the second place car missing the chicane.
Will hop, and he didn't really completely understand the rule. I don't think. Well, maybe he can stop right here. Then behind him, look at that. This is all new to everybody. I mean, it just is simply new. You don't know what to expect. See how early, how hard he's on the brakes. Couldn't get slowed down. Ran into the back of Garrett Smithley.
We mentioned chaos could happen. Well, it happened the first time they went through the backstretch chicane.
Yeah, different approaches. You know, look how much curve he uses. Gosh, it almost stopped. Almost like the car was in neutral.
Apron up your head. Track's clear.
Caution comes out. Car stalled on the track.
And there you see it down on the apron of turn NASCAR 3 and 4, the 52.
And so
David Starr.
Yeah, David Starr has stopped on the apron. Back into the restart zone. Briscoe on the inside, Cindric on the outside.
Big stack up there in the back. Everybody gets through just fine. Oh, and that was a lot of damage.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Saw tire smoke. Yeah, and a lot of damage to the front of the 1 of Michael Annett.
Yeah, he ran in the back of, I believe, the 39 car. There was a lot of stack up on that restart.
What the issues were is that back chicane. Backstretch chicane continues to be a problem. It was for Harrison Burton here in the 18.
Harrison had jumped up on the outside of another car trying to pass on the outside, getting into that. That was not going to work.
But he did a very nice job of serving his penalty, carrying a lot of speed over here, stopped in the restart zone, and rolled forward from there.
We also saw the 10 of A.J. Allmendinger do the same thing. He missed that backstretch chicane, and in doing so, he also came back around and served his penalty. Briscoe, James Briscoe and Austin Cindric, 1 and 2, and they've separated themselves. They're 17 seconds ahead of Justin Allgaier running 3rd.
Yeah, but Cindric in his 22 is keeping Briscoe completely honest right here. Only a couple car lengths back, leaving the backstretch chicane. Come around here, one more set of corners before the end of the stage. I don't know if he's close enough to attack.
And Steve, not many decided to come down pit road. Very few, as a matter of fact. So it won't be that big of a penalty to not have come down pit road. As we see, Chase Briscoe will win stage 1. Austin Cindric finishing in 2nd. Cole Custer, first time he has led at a road course, and he is up front in the 00. Christopher Bell in the 20 on his outside. They go rocketing into turn number 1. That's heartburn turn. Do they get through it clean? They do. Side by side still.
Rewind there for just a moment. Reddick had to back out, wisely allowing it to go to 2 wide.
So the 10 is actually a little faster on lap time. But guys, you know, as a race car driver, you want to be good in the corners that matter leading to the passing zones. They just left turn 8. And look how well the 20 accelerated, so he doesn't really have to defend against the 10 into the braking zone. The same way through the chicane. He seems to exit the chicane with enough speed that he doesn't have to defend this on the front stretch.
So the 20, when they came to pit road, had an adjustment on his race car. The car was definitely to the tight side, driver Christopher Bell reported. And we gave you all the details on the 10 of Allmendinger, but important to remember what the situation is for Allmendinger. Just win the race. The priorities always are get the 11 of Justin Haley to victory lane, and AJ has helped that program on road courses tremendously. But remember, Haley has had mechanical problems today, so the next priority, get a trophy with a 10 of Allmendinger. And he's closing in on the 20 of Bell.
So strategy getting played out by a few different teams here, pitting before pit road closes. Will we see Christopher Bell come now?
I will absolutely. Christopher Bell, Cole Custer, AJ Allmendinger. I'm coming. Briscoe. If I'm Briscoe, I'm staying out, and I'm going to get the 10 points because I don't want to lose focus, and I want to get as many points as possible. So we see the 20 peel off. See who comes with him. Here comes the 10 of Allmendinger as well. Custer stays in the racetrack, and so does Briscoe, so they're going to race for points. The other two cars will come to pit road.
A couple guys missed the front stretch chicane, so they come to a stop right on the apron on the inside. Well, Steve, explain why it has to be 2 laps before the end of the stage.
Well, so when the leader takes 2 laps to go, pit road is closed. So once the leader gets to the start finish, you mentioned a couple guys have missed this chicane. Here you go. John Hunter gets in there deep, and it's kind of one. How about this? The 43 was too deep. So wasn't the 23. He was using the 43 as a judge.
Yes.
Listen, that's what happens. It's easy to do. You kind of get judging off that first guy.
Briscoe having a big day. Briscoe came in only 17 points to the good, right? And won that first stage. Great position to finish second at this stage. That's a lot of points that he's gathered up today. Give him a cushion going to Dover.
Back up through the gears. Again, chasing after that 0-0 of Cole Custer, looking for his 7th stage win of the year. It'll be another playoff point for Cole Custer. 10 stage points for the 0-0 team as the green and white checkered flag come out for Cole Custer. In the 10, AJ Allmendinger. And then there's the 8 of Ryan Truex as well up there in the top 4.
Briscoe making it 3 wide out there, making it 4 wide. Oh,
and around goes the 8. Right there, and it bottlenecks up turn 1.
Custer spins out.
Cole Custer, John Hunter Nemechek is around. Ryan Truex in the 8. Started that. He was on the outside.
So you see the 0-0 spinning out right there behind this whole wreck. But guys, this all started on pit road. We talk about pit stops and execution. Here's the 0-0. Comes down pit road, stayed out and got those stage points, which was a great call, but then stuck on pit road. Cole Custer should have restarted somewhere 6th to 8th if he would have had a normal pit stop. He had an issue on pit road, lost spots, went all the way back to 19th for the restart. That is the reason he is behind all of this issue. If you move him up there in 7th, he might be in one of these cars getting through. Instead, he's all the way back there in 19th. Scary times with 0-0, but Jeff, that all started with an issue on pit road.
They'll try it again. Christopher Bell, Austin Cindric. Green flag back in the air. That time a great restart for not only the 20 of Christopher Bell, but also the 10 of AJ Allmendinger. He's going to try to take second away. Allmendinger has second now. A battle for third. Austin Cindric has it. Here comes Chase Briscoe.
Every time he checks either the A-post mirror or the rear view mirror, that 10 car is right there.
You said it. He's faster through this part of the track. Put the pressure on. Contact right there. Up over the hill, down to the left. Oh, again. He knows I'm faster here. This is where I need to make the pass. He sees that he's not able to get close enough in the braking zone. So forced issue right there in the infield, taking that spot away, being aggressive.
And now, how smooth can AJ Allmendinger be?
As this race goes on, a little more rubber gets put down. These guys get a little more confidence. They start sliding these cars around a little better.
Oh, the 0-0 is around.
0. It's Aschenbach.
He was having a great day.
I added a 0, Rick. Yeah. I saw a double. I saw a double.
And that will bring the caution out, so that means another restart.
Back up.
Oh, now Allmendinger, who kind of shoved Bell out of the way, is going to have to restart next to him.
Aschenbach was in 11th place when this happened. Going down into turn 1. health, I believe, in the 07. But he might have just been out of shape before that happened. But there was a battle between these 4 cars. 23 made an aggressive move and got in that position, and then they just all got bottled up.
Elimination race on a racetrack that we have already seen the Cup drivers struggle with through 2 days of practice.
Yeah, it's tough, and it's tough on these restarts. Dale Jr., you made the point last time about how this restart stone is different than every other lap. We're going to see if they can figure it out this time.
17 to go. This time, A.J. Allmendinger on the inside. Christopher Bell on the outside. Now hard on the brakes as they go into 1. Allmendinger trying to get the best line through there. Cindric has 3rd, but under pressure, Chase Briscoe and the 98, maybe the preferred line. Here comes Tyler Reddick in the 2.
No more self-adjusting. I wonder if you've ever heard that before, Burton Jr. Not allowed to adjust the car on your own.
Oh, the 20 almost missed the chicane. And that steal with that mistake doesn't really open up an opportunity here for Cindric or for Briscoe. Briscoe, though, is in close enough proximity to try to get into the braking zone here. Will he be able to do something? He's going to the outside, which now is the inside for this chicane.
Got him.
Oh, there's more contact. And the 20 missed.
Christopher has to stop. He's not stopping, and he missed the chicane.
Well, then he'll be informed by NASCAR. It's going to be a pass-through for the 20. The 98 forced him there, but NASCAR said they don't care why you missed the chicane as they continue to race. Oh, maybe that's why he didn't stop. Maybe he wanted to.
Keep coming right. Keep coming, keep digging.
And payback. So Briscoe goes around. Caution comes out. A restart with under 10 laps to go.
That's tough for Briscoe because he was fast. If he could get by Bell, he was quicker than Allmendinger. But now all that's gone.
We're all started right here. Briscoe made a real aggressive move. Drives underneath Bell. Side by side, right there. He just went straight. Really, I thought Bell hit him, but really he just went straight and Bell had nowhere to go.
They continue to race into turn 1. 98 staying on the outside, and as they head into this corner, the 20 gets a little bit loose right there, corrects the car into the 98, taking the 98 for a spin.
So I want to hear the word from NASCAR. I interpret the rule. There's the contact again that caused the spin. I interpret the rule as if you miss either chicane for any reason. Last year we saw Jimmy Johnson spin on the last lap of the Cup race. I agree with your assessment, Jeff, that the 20 missed the chicane because the 98 went straight. Right there was what caused the spin. But I believe the 20 will have to serve a penalty here. We'll have to get confirmation from NASCAR.
Yeah,
And Austin Cindric says, man, look at this. Track position and a caution. It worked out well for me.
NASCAR has let us know that the 20, because he missed the chicane, will have to restart at the tail end of the field.
It's a tough situation, but NASCAR was very clear. We asked a couple times in our meeting, regardless of the reason, is what they told us.
Yeah, so 4 tires on the non-racetrack side of the red curbing. That's what they're saying is missing the chicane. So here you go. Chase Briscoe drives in, goes straight, and here is the 20 car, all 4 tires on the non-racetrack side of the chicane.
Once again, the 10 with a good restart. He'll surge ahead. The fight for second is on. Here comes Reddick in the 2 on the inside.
Oh, the contact there. Spin Brandon Jones goes around. Oh, keep going, keep going.
Everybody coming through the smoke, some through the grass even.
Great job by everybody. Here comes.
How about Christopher Bell? He was doing some mowing, landscaping back there.
Guys, here you go, on board with Briscoe. He sees smoke in the gas, through the smoke, through the grass.
Keep rolling.
Cautions come out now.
Right. Oh, we got a crash right here on the front straightaway.
Big wreck
crash.
on the front stretch.
The 07's hard.
Ray Black Jr.
Yep. Big contact for him coming out of the chicane on the front straightaway. Let's see how that started. Uh-oh. Trying to go through there side by side, makes contact with the 36 car. Hard into the wall.
Yeah, big hit. We're looking at a playoff championship. And coming back into the restart zone. Dinger, Cindric, 1 and 2. 3 laps to go. Cindric hard into turn number 1. Little contact made as they exit 1.
There you see a little bit of space between Allmendinger and Cindric, and I think that's all Allmendinger needs. If he can get to the NASCAR Oval with that kind of a lead, it's just going to grow from here on. Look at Reddick up here to the inside of the 22. Tough little spot there to try to make a pass. He's going to be on the outside here.
This might be a spot that Austin Cindric perhaps wants to concede.
Oh, the 2 is underneath.
Now coming up, Don. Oh, big spin there for Cindric as he got into the grass.
Cindric struggling here a little bit.
Got to be broken.
He said the truck arm is broken on the 22. He's got 2 laps to limp that home, but he thinks the rear truck arm is broken on that car.
Coming up on 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. Allmendinger continues to pull away. Then it's Reddick and Cindric. Cindric now under attack from Allgaier, who's caught up to him in the 7.
Gregson back there in a backup car doing a great job. He's a good road racer. Multiple wins in the K&N Series on road courses.
Big gap now for Allmendinger. But then it's very tight. 3rd, 4th, 5th.
Yeah, I think the infield course here is where Cindric's having his toughest part, having the biggest problem with controlling this car and making time. Once he's got some issues with the back of that thing, but once he gets on this particular part of the track, he should be okay.
I don't know what it is, but something is definitely amiss with the back of the 22. You can see by the movement.
Can he hang on? Less than half a lap to go for Cindric. Allmendinger comes into the backstretch. Chicane the last time.
Will Rogers around. Got a crash in NASCAR 1 and 2. Christopher Bell was on the apron. They made contact. Back up front, Cindric clear through the backstretch chicane in 3rd place still.
A.J. Allmendinger, the 37-year-old from California, gets through the final chicane, and he'll win at the Charlotte ROVAL.
AJ, way to make us better these red coaches, boys. Nice work.